Welcome to EdTech Tuesday. I'm Rich Dixon.
And I'm Jennifer Gibson.
Jennifer, you have a resource that I've heard a bunch about, both online, on Twitter, and then verbally from other teachers. What is it?
This is called Storybird, and it's a fantastic website application that allows you to have a platform for writing, really creative writing. And those types of books that you can create on this platform are small stories to long chapter books. So it's a great place to collaborate with others and organize and share your books and read others and give feedback. So let me show you a little bit more about that. And Rich, I'm going to have you kind of play along here.
You bet.
So there's a couple things that you can do. Right now we're in the far right at the top under the Read tab. And this is where you can search for stories. There's poetry, there's a blog. You can read these and put them into your collection. And so, you know, you can see down at the edge here, we have different ages from preschool.
I was going to ask what the range is, and we do have a lot here.
Preschool to adult. Okay. So this is something that you could use with all grade levels. It's also something that would be great for English learners, special ed. There's just so many great features here. Now, let's go ahead and look at the right portion in the next tab over up here. And the writing part is where you as an author can sign in and start to create your own books. Go ahead and click on that. Once you're here, you get to choose artwork. Now, a lot of teachers have asked, well, can students upload their own artwork? As far as my knowledge goes, that answer is no. Okay. You're able to use the artwork that's provided and create stories. So teachers can also monitor which artwork is chosen when they're using it from their account, and I'll show that in a bit. But if a student logs in and creates an account, they get to choose whatever they wish. And I haven't seen anything in particularly inappropriate, but you know, again, it hasn't all been vetted. So that's the writing. If you want to just select one, Rich.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to just start with this one.
Okay. So once you've selected the artwork, typically that artist has a number of pieces that go with the chosen piece. So you can see there, and once you've done that, you can learn more about the artwork. You can see there's tags there, and then you can go ahead and choose this artwork. So it says at the top, use the artwork.
Okay.
And then you get to choose, am I going to write a long form book, which means a multi-chapter book? Or is this a picture book, or is this just a poem where I want a single image? So Rich, go ahead and select one of those.
I'm going to go ahead and start on a picture book, multi-page.
And then what comes up next is a template for your writing. You have a number of options. You can drag artwork in as from the artists that you selected, and then you can start to write. And then you can pick from the templates: cover, page left, page right with picture, whole page. So you have a lot of different choices that you can make here. And then once you're done, you save this, and you can then share the story.
So we'll say
you can go ahead
and type something.
Yeah, go ahead and type something in. Very nice story. Okay, so then you can go ahead and save it, and you can come back to it later. So this would be great for you know, students that might be rotating through a center or going to the lab or a one-to-one environment even, where this is a writing workshop time. So let's go ahead and go back to our menu.
Okay, on the left I see menu. I'll go ahead and select that.
And you can go ahead and save and close. You can see that there's others there like publish. One of the neat things about Storybird is you can invite a collaborator. So it could be another student, an older student, someone from another school if your teacher has set that up.
Very important.
So you get a lot of collaboration options. Could you go ahead and select you at the top menu bar? So you can see now I'm in my stuff, and this is where I as a teacher, I can set up a bookshelf, I can follow people, there is a fee if you want to upgrade to some of the other features, the premium features. I will say that I've been using the free for quite some time, and I found there to be a lot of options there. But when you upgrade the membership, what you'll find here is I have an educator. You get 35 students for free.
That seems
if
like
you
plenty.
upgrade to a school, you get a 20% discount. You can see there's a bunch of different features, and you can check that out if that's something your district would want to use. And I know a lot of districts are using that with other students and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my stuff here. This is a book that I worked on. Here's some practice books that I've had, and so I have a number of things that are just about me. Under settings, what you're going to see here is where I have a teacher account. This is where you would upgrade to Pro. You also, one of the neat things is that if students are writing books, they can have family members order a copy, a print copy of those books. There's some really neat things there. I'm going to go ahead and go into the studio section. In the studio section, you can see I've created a class called Mrs. Gibson's Rate Writers. Here I can look at the overview of it. I can make comments. So here's a student named John Moore who has been working on a book. I can go ahead and, right here, be sure to select a cover for your story. So that's something they've written in text, but they haven't picked artwork or put a cover yet. I can also create students here and assign them. You can see they get a temporary password and then they get to make their own password. I can add or invite more students. You can see you also have the option to give them an access code, which is quite simple to give out, especially if you have older students. I've seen a lot of primary teachers just set it up though for their students. You can give assignments, which is what I love. So I created an assignment as they came back from summer. It was called Summer Song. So when you click on the assignment, the students are given this assignment. It says, write a song that defines your summer experience. And then they get to click do this assignment. And then the library is an area where I can select books that I'd like the students to read. I haven't put any in there right now, but that is something I can do. There are a lot of features to Storybird, but I think the takeaway from this EdTech Tuesday is to know that this is a great creative platform to get your students excited about reading and writing each other's work.
And Jennifer, it looks like we can start simply and we can get more complex as time and needs evolve.
Absolutely, absolutely.